Evening, everyone. It's 6:30 on this Thursday night. In case you haven't noticed, I have mentioned a couple of times I will not be in tomorrow, so there will be no pre-opening comment, although I kind of expect it to be to the downside. Okay, this, as far as I'm concerned, is the most important chart of the day. This is the bonds, and I've been telling you now for a year that this was going to happen. And finally, we have an auction that went so bad that even Rick Santelli was talking about they should have just canceled it. This was an auction of the 30 year. And in case you missed my commentary on what the Fed is doing, that is an abomination, which is they're financing where they see they can finance, not paying up for the longer term. And today that came home to roost. They need to start to do longer financings, regardless of what they have to pay for them, or they're really going to have a serious problem. Um, the term that I used over and over and over again is crowding out. And what they're doing is crowding out small borrowers, people who go to their local regional banks. They, you know, these are not companies that can tap the markets with a stock offering or a bond offering in the short term. And now it's a problem. So this morning I mentioned that we were on a 2 day double top, 112 and 12:30 seconds. Yesterday, 112 and 12:30 seconds. Today, not really very important, especially not at 8:30 in the morning or 8:45 in the morning when I did that video. But it did hold all day. And when the results of that auction were announced, the market turned straight down. They tried to bring it back and did for a little while, but really never made it um, as strong as it was this morning. And frankly, after 9 days, it really shouldn't be. In any event, that and some of Powell's comments about higher for longer and the fact that they may in fact have to raise again really shot this market in the foot. So we came all the way down, closed down 1 and 27/30 seconds. That's almost 2 points. And tonight we're a little bit lower, down another 7/30 seconds. Today's low was 112 and 12/30 seconds. So if we break that, which is pretty much in the same area as this, an exact one, 112 and 12/30 seconds. And the day before, 112 and 12/30 seconds. So that's Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and today. So, you know, in any event, the bonds were down hard. The dollar was up not very much, only 33 cents at 105.78. The oil was a bit of a disappointment today also. It got up, started to rally, got all the way up to 77.16, and then came crashing all the way back down to close at 75.74, which was only up 41 cents. So they gave up a lot there also. The difference is that this is an inside day, which is also, right at this area of support, even though it did break below that 200-day moving average. So I'm a little concerned about that. But what this has proven is that when it comes down and when it looks crappy, has been the time to buy it. So just hold your nose, you know, and buy it. If you're wrong, you're going to know awfully soon. Let's say, uh, let's say in this neighborhood of um, 73, 78. So not very far away. And in most of these oil stocks, that's really very, very little. The gold was up $9, and Bitcoin was up over 38,000, 38,380, closed 36,805. That was still up 910. What was interesting about this today was the fact that the Bitcoin ETF, GBTC, was up $1.29 or 4.6% to 2909. But Ethereum is outperforming again. It was up almost the same thing as GBTC. It was up $1.24 or 8.36. So twice as higher, twice as much action on the upside for Ethereum. Earnings. We had plenty. We had Disney. We had Win. We had uh, Trade Desk. We had Unity, the software company. What happened? Well, Disney closed 88.25, up 375. It got as high and in the aftermarket as 91.21. The last is 90.34, up $5.84 or 7%. That was a very positive report from the standpoint of um, where the money was made, which was partially ESPN, and also the fact that Disney Plus subscribers grew by 7% in the quarter. That's pretty decent. So, um, Trade Desk, TTD, beat top and bottom, gave kind of poor guidance. It had closed 76.87, down $1.97. It has traded as low as 52 and three quarters. Last is 54.10, down 24.74 or 31%. Win was a beat, but when they started talking at the meeting, it turns out that there's some weakness in Macau, which has been their bread and butter. It had closed 90.65, down two and a quarter, traded down to 84.50. Last 85.70, that's down 720 or a little over 7%. And Unity Software, 25.24, down 82 cents. In the aftermarket, went straight down to 21.10. The last is 21.98. That's down 408 or 16%. This market is overbought, and I would expect that we're going to have a little bit of a pullback here, but I'll be gone tomorrow. It's also Veterans Day. Not that that's a huge holiday, but a lot of the federally chartered banks are, in fact, closed. All right, folks, have a great weekend, and I'll be back Sunday night, Monday morning to get your letter out to you and for a pre opening comment on Monday. Have a good one.